Welcome to Game 2 of the quarterfinal between Sunset Maneuver and the Mega Powers. Both regular season meetings were close affairs, resulting in a 4-4 tie and a 3-2 victory for Mega Powers. Game 1 was no different, with the Mega Powers eking out a 3-2 victory. The game was very cagey, only 18 shots between the two teams. There were several players moving from their regular season ships. Cocaine earned the 3rd star after a switch from Spider to Leviathan in Mega Power's final regular season game against Mazer, and he again took to the Big Blue. On Sunset, there was a switch of ships between African Panda and Thrill. AP went WB, and Thrill went to Spider. Will they stick with that for the rest of the series, or will the loss result in a rethink? Sunset Maneuver looking to get a Sunset flip on the Mega Powers to force an explosion. Who will win Game 2? Only time will tell. Let's get ready to rumble!
There we go.
All right, perfect. So I think that I don't know. I don't know if that means the replay is going to have the intro. I have no idea how that would work. No, it would, because the Twitch bot's in the game.
Yeah. So here's the game volume.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it does. I think it's just in here to hear us.
Just to hear us. Okay, and it's going to overlay over top. Okay, so a great intro by Red Raven.
Really well done.
Honestly, they're all great. Everybody on the intro team is fucking fantastic. But yeah, we're about to start up on Game 2, Sunset Maneuver versus Mega Powers. Mega Powers did take Game 1. It was a very close affair. Went right down to the last, I believe, the last 3 or 4 minutes when Leafy scored the game-winning goal. Were you able to watch that game?
I wasn't here for it. No, I did hear there was a good game though, but yeah.
It was a pretty fantastic game. The big points for me. I thought Doobie was great. Mega Powers just played a really, really good game. Leafy kind of feels like he's had like a lot of experience playing with and against these guys, and kind of like almost single-handedly stifled Londorf in that first game. But obviously, like the whole defense was contributing, but he made a lot of really good plays. So I think the big thing for Sunset Maneuver in this game to be able to get back in the series is really just kind of where they slide African Panda around. He wasn't involved in any of the goals in the first game. He was at Warbird. I don't want to say he was bad, but it just wasn't working for them. And it looks like in this game they're going to switch again. Thrill's in the Warbird, and African Panda is back in the Spider. I thought that this was, personally, I thought that this was their best lineup.
Yeah.
I guess you had to try African Panda in the Warbird just to see how it would pan out, just because he's played so much of it. But I felt like the Spider was definitely a good fit. And even though Phil doesn't have a lot of experience in Warbird, he's just good at the game. So I think he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of shift changes. I feel like I normally don't see these people in these ships. don't know him
Yeah.
too well, but I know that Thrill usually plays Javelin. Pretty sure, right?
Thrill is kind of if there is a jack of all trades, that might be him. Um, but he does play. He was playing a lot of Jav this season,
Yeah.
or last season. Last season, I think he was playing some Jav. Started out playing Jav this season with Blue Goku at Warbird. They slid BG out of the Warbird, Thrill, and into the Javelin. So Thrill came out of Jav, and then Thrill has played Warbird and Spider since then. This is like a quick recap on all their changes. Leafy, another fantastic defensive play by him, getting right into that passing lane, picking the ball off from Thrill.
It seems like whenever he plays the Warbird, he's just sort of in the right spot at the right times.
He's fantastic defensively, man. Dewey with some great moves there, though. Opens up some space for himself, is able to get a shot on Super Dan. Yeah, Leafy's great. Defensively against these guys, like I feel like he's like, kind of on another level. He's in the right spot like all the time. I mean, that's the feeling I got from game one. So not to say he's like perfect or anything, but he's making some plays out there, man. African Panda taking it in. Like to see it. Unfortunately,
It's a good check.
Yeah, it's a good check.
See if they can get anything going here. A little bit of grab ass and see if they find an opening.
This is exactly how the first game opened up.
Yeah.
It was a lot of grab ass. Second period, you saw a little bit of people using their forward arrow. And then in the third period, it really opened up. Throw with a dive there.
Yeah.
Ends up leaving the two Warbirds here to work it in. Ends up missing a pass. I think that was Leafy. Sometimes I lose track of these Warbirds. Ends up missing a pass there on the rush, unfortunately. Leafy does get it back, though.
That was a great opportunity that they had there on a 2-on-2. Two Warbirds.
Yeah, with two Warbirds, man.
Yeah.
And the defenders are probably, holding down shift a good bit just to get back into position. So, yeah, I mean, that was a great opportunity there. Really unfortunate to see the missed pass. Throw gets away with one too for his lunge. We'll see. I mean, he hasn't played the Warbird in a little bit, so maybe it's going to take him a little bit just to get a little warmed up and adjusted. You Kill Me coming in, has room. Bacon's there. Leafy's not on the top side. Normally, that's like his spot. Is finding his way into that top side at the right time and just wasn't there.
Yeah, it's wide open, but he's floating in the wrong direction.
Yeah, exactly. Just didn't see the play developing where that was actually going to be open, which obviously takes a lot of foresight to be able to do that. Because, I mean, that play basically looked dead at first. With UKM with the ball, kind of all the way on the bottom side, almost like getting past the goal line, and they were able to work it back forward. I think that's probably something they need to pay attention to going forward. I mean, really, just offensively, anything that you can do to get these guys out of position just a little bit is fucking huge. Because both of these teams play so well defensively.
Just find those little windows.
Anything, just to create, a minuscule little window for you to be able to score a goal. I mean, that's pretty much how the goals were scored in game one. So all the action right now, that's tough, man. I was just about to say all the action is in the sunset maneuver end of the ice, and they end up missing a clear pass there. Roy Kent with the medic pass.
Londorf there.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be
Londorf gets it, has both Warbirds on him. Leafy, I think he gets close enough to that, not to pick it up, but maybe to lag it. It's what it looked like happened there.
They've had a lot of saucer passes this game so far.
Yeah. I think, it's tough, man. Playing against those two Warbirds specifically, having Bacon, having Leafy, constantly putting pressure on you, taking away your passing lanes. It can be really hard to move the ball around. And if you're not moving it quickly enough, those lanes that you think are open are going to get closed up really quickly.
Yeah.
So like you can get into trouble. You could feel like you're okay and then get into trouble really quickly, just because of how much ground those warbirds can cover and just like how good they are defensively at covering those passing lanes. Leafy with a move
I
to
wonder
get
if
it
they'll
into
start
the
looking
zone.
on BG to sort of start working the ball around and sort of the neutral zone going into the offensive zone to see if they can
Yeah, I mean
maintain
it
some
can
control
help.
and take some bullets from the warbirds, because I think those two are, yeah, I mean they're super pesky. They're whizzing
Yeah,
top of you, just getting little
yeah,
checks in and hoping to sort of catch you off guard in your energy and be able to
exactly.
take the ball away from you.
I mean, but the thing is about those guys too. I mean, if they're going up against the javelin, I mean they're going to play contain at that point too.
Yeah.
So it's not like an easy fix. The jav can help in certain situations. Throw us some room here. Gets on the bottom side of cocaine, decides to take it,
Oh,
pass it back, ends up creating a play out of it. I
a little back and
believe
forth, and that shot
that
power
went,
is
yeah, thrill BG, thrill to Londorf to BG back to Londorf. Yeah, that's dangerous, man. That's the thing about these shot power ships, man. I mean, they can do a lot without a lot of room, because all it takes is one pass to get the goalie moving in the wrong direction, and then um, another pass to get it back to your teammate, and you can pick a corner, and it's going to be tough for the goalie to be able to get that ball when
yep.
a Jav or a Weasel is shooting it. And that's like definitely something that that's a thing that like BG brings to this offense that I don't see a lot out of the like Londorf Leafy kind of style offense. Like one thing that execution did so well was be able to work the ball and create opportunities using not a lot of ice. Doobie with a chance here gets a pass from UKM. A lot of the defensively just really opened up for them. And Doobie was able to get a really good chance. He hits the post.
Yeah, I mean they played it really well. The guy being on top side, he's patient, looked for a little window open up. It just the angle that Doobie had there was kind of awkward. Super Dan sort of got there a little bit earlier, and it was a really really tight window for him to score that
It was
goal.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a tough shot. It's he hit the post there.
yeah,
Um, BG coming in with the ball. African Panda saves it. Nice move there. Gets back into the rotation. Just literally sitting on top of them. And then ends up proxying a ball.
yeah. Just waiting to prox it.
We're just sitting there waiting, man. That's why people play Leviathan, dude. It's because it plays like that. Leafy with the ball here, gets it up to Bacon. A little bit of a stutter there, might have thrown Bacon's timing off. Oh,
Oh,
Londorf
great! It's a
trying to
great
be
check by
sneaky.
Cocaine there.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Londorf was still. Oh my God, incredible play there. I think he was out. I all right. Ref frequency ends up calling it crease. Looked very, very close, but honestly, like now that it gets called crease, great defensive play by Leafy to be able to pick that
Yeah,
ball off. It just adds a little bit of time to force Image to have to kill him, and in that amount of time, he ended up going into the crease a little bit. So that's
those are
so funny.
always tough, but a great defensive effort by Leafy to sort of,
Yeah, literally just
throw in that
get.
element of crease. Otherwise, it's go clean every single day of the week.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah,
BG slamming that home for sure. Just making the shot a little bit harder for Image. Doobie with a big check there. Ends up getting the ball going back the other way. Needs to try to find one of these warbirds. Gets it to UKM. Good job by Sunset Maneuver on that possession. I mean, the play broke down with the check at center ice, but they were able to get back into position, and Doobie just didn't have any options there.
yeah. Defense
He
did a
really
great
felt like he
job on
would.
the the top and bottom of the crease to really just try to squeeze him in to try to make a play behind him, and it gives Super Dan enough time to react to whatever's coming.
Exactly. Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, oh.
Trickling over the
That's
blue
so
paint.
funny because you saw both players like want to get it, and then they were like, no, I can't do it. Right over on the crease there. That was like such a smart play on such a dangerous pass. Another offensive chance here. I'm seeing a lot more offensive chances in the first period of this game than we did in game one. I think Image might have had a throw on the top side. I'm not sure though. That's the thing about playing the Leviathan on defense is that it if you're not perfectly in position, you can get passed around pretty easily.
Yeah. It is a very difficult ship to play. I stay far away from it.
I just trying to play it as a stay-at-home defenseman is extremely tough.
Yeah.
Longdorf bullying his way in with his level 1 ship. Ends up throwing the ball away though. It's a great play by Cocaine.
Yeah, it's controlled. Not many levies you see
Coming
only
up.
shoot one bullet.
Yes, everybody puts that multi-fire on, and it stays on.
Hold down control.
Bacon with a great chance there is trying to sneak it underneath African Panda, but he does end up proxing it. I don't think he had a lot of momentum. Londorf
with the Avolt shot there.
Right, just keeping the goalie honest, keeping him honest, man. Just making him think about it. Doobie working the ball from the bottom side, kind of throws it into the defense. Mega Powers looks a little frustrated offensively right now.
There's way too much traffic there for them to even have any opportunities to do anything with that.
Definitely. Leafy with another great steal there. Almost daring him to try to make that pass through him. Yeah, I mean, I think so far in the game, we're coming down to the last minute of the first period. I think Sunset Maneuver definitely looks better. I mean, I felt like it before the game, but I feel like this is their best lineup as far as ships are concerned. And defensively, they feel a lot better too. So overall,
that's the biggest difference from last game to this game would be them defensively.
No, I think I don't know if that's the biggest difference, but I think that they're both equally important. It's just that offensively, they feel better. They feel gelled. They feel like people are going into the right places in the right positions. They're creating scoring chances. And then defensively, they just look great this game. I mean, that could be something to do with the chips, or every game's different. I'm not sure, but I think offensively, definitely switching the roles of African Panda and Thrill were a huge reason why they look a lot better. Getting starting slow, but end up getting the majority of the scoring chances, majority of the shots, is definitely a big difference from game one.
Look to see if they can continue it going forward. This has been a great game so far.
It's fun to watch these teams, man.
Yeah, game of chess.
Yeah, it really is, and it's because of these matchups, this season where I was like, okay, somebody definitely has to try to get commentary going because, like the quality of these games is just going to be so good. There's so many good teams. Like this is just, the first round. You still have the second round to play, which regardless of who makes it, is going to be two, great series, and then the finals, the winner, like whoever comes out of the second round, is going to be a great series too. So,
I seen on the website. Is it confirmed that Hamburger Hill is facing Misfits in the next round?
I have no idea.
Okay. I've seen
I
it
haven't.
on
the. So you're saying Hamburger Hill is facing Misfits, so Creasers is choosing whoever wins this series.
Well, on the graphic, the reason I asked that because on the graphic it already has Hamburger Hill facing Misfits, so I wasn't sure if that was like
Well,
automatic that it moved forward or.
who knows?
Yeah,
That would be something to ask.
maybe
Well,
that's a
I just
question.
I think it would be, yeah, because Creasers picks, Hamburger Hill's in. So Creasers is basically saying if they did pick that they're going to take whoever wins this series, either of the teams. And then I don't know, that just seems ballsy. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't want to be in Creaser's position. To have to pick. I don't think that's. I don't know if I like that rule. I guess if it was more clear cut, it would probably be pretty cool. If you're like, oh, we definitely have a better chance against this team. But I think choosing between, whoever comes out of this series and Hamburger Hill, not you're going to doubt that decision, no matter what.
Didn't they? I thought they had one game where they lost to Hamburger Hill until they beat them the next one, right? Or did they lose both games to Hamburger Hill?
Creasers,
Yeah.
Depending on when
I'm
it
gonna double
happened.
check.
Yeah, I would take a look.
Yeah.
It really depends on when it happened in the season. If it was earlier in the season or later in the season, because
Yeah, they
depending on
lost
how this
early in the season. They lost their third game was
they lost.
Hamburger Hill, and then they beat them later in the season. But they only won 3-2, so it's still a close game.
Right. I mean, it's going to be close no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody blows Creasers out, man. That team is always in every single game they play. But yeah, I mean, Hamburger Hill, not that great in the beginning of the season. Pretty good, not great. And then second half of the season, they were literally unbeatable. So I'm pretty sure they won every game in the second half of the season. So
Yeah, and I just got confirmation as well that it is not. Well, it's confirmed that it's not confirmed that Creasers
confirmed,
is.
not confirmed. Got it.
So they still have yet to choose as to who they're going to be facing next round. So it can be Hamburger Hill or winner of this bracket.
Got it. Great save there by Craze Penguin. Londorf trying to move the ball to Image, try to sneak one in on the bottom side. Craze Penguin had really good positioning. We'll see what happens here in this second period. Kind of looking at. Okay. I don't really expect any. I didn't really expect any lineup changes between those two periods. The only big one that Sunset Maneuver does is sometimes they'll take 7 and put him in for Steve Whitmer / Roy Kent. But the Mega Powers lineup is pretty set.
Yeah, it looks like nobody changed anything going into this. Yeah,
everything looks the same. Leafy working the ball high, ends up in this position a lot, where he's taking the ball in, he's having a difficult time, he's getting forced into the corner a good bit. I mean, Sunset Maneuver just really isn't giving him anything to work with. They might have to change up their offensive flow a little bit. I think that they normally get settled at the beginning of the blue line and then kind of work it into one side and then try to use that opportunity to work it down from there to the center. But it's just not opening up for them right now. African Panda loves to do those, man. These weird ass passes in the neutral zone, like at center ice. I don't think anybody's really expecting them, but that one does work out for them. Throw us some room using that Warbird speed. Cocaine, great check there. Great check.
Really good.
Just picking them up. They do get the ball back though. Bacon sitting directly on top of the ball carrier. That's what I mean about like the Jav like not necessarily being like an easy fix to double Warbird is because if those Warbirds just sit on top of you, there really isn't anything you can do.
Yeah.
And ball killing them doesn't really even become an option because the other one's going to be there for ball recovery. So, I mean, even a ball kill is like a little bit risky. Not something I would do every play, but definitely something you should try to utilize sometimes. But yeah, if those warbirds want to be as annoying as possible, it's tough for any ship to really work through a double warbird.
Especially with the momentum that you need in order to pick up that puck too. It's almost like you have to, fly directly over him. If not, that puck just stays right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dewey working the ball in, gets to UKM, slowly moving it, kind of forcing that ball to the high side,
Yeah.
right into the defenders. It kind of feels like they just feel a little offensively frustrated right now. Throw with a great move.
Ooh.
Gets the defender to bite, gets the goalie to bite.
Yeah.
Does a topside kind of fade shot. Ends up hitting the post though, but that was a great move by him. 2-on-1 developing here. Bacon right here. Finds Leafy with the slapper. Bud.
I really appreciate that he sort of pumped the brakes really quickly to find that lane. And as soon as he pumped
Yeah.
those brakes, that slap shot came in. It's almost like they knew exactly what to do there.
They're great together, man.
Yeah.
They really are. They play really, really well together. You see Bacon almost faking forward and then immediately hitting the brakes to get Whitmer out of position just to open up that passing lane. Yeah, it was a great eye to catch that. Switchy, I mean, that's what makes him so dangerous, man. I mean, you can do everything you can to try to keep up with them in any other ship. But if Warbird plays it correctly, they should be able to get you out of position. There is no perfect way to play against it.
Yeah.
So they do end up getting the tying goal here in the second, and we officially, I think, have a hockey game with both teams on board here.
Work in the neutral zone.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice
I
patient
think
play.
really the only thing that I think could have been done differently on Roy Kent's part on that play is like I think like kind of what happens there is that you feel like you can stay in that passing lane and that you're going to be able to prevent that pass from happening. But when you're sitting like in the middle between the two ships, it gives them a lot of room to work with. And I
Yeah.
think for me, like you want to be able to sit in the middle, but I think it's almost definitely better just to take one of them out completely.
Yeah, you have to pinch
Either
in one of them. Yep.
right, just either
Yeah.
force Bacon there to just had a lag out.
Yeah. A little disconnect there.
Dewey tries to take it off the post. Who lagged out? Let me see.
Looks like Londorf.
Yeah, Londorf lagged out. That was rough, man. Dude, your teammate lags out. Right there on defense. They're lucky, man. I think they're really lucky that Mega Powers wasn't able to convert on them. So Londorf is back in. I think nobody was really trying to take advantage of the free power play there on Mega Powers. It was a good look from them. Seeing a fair amount of lag passes. It sucks. You hate to see that kind of stuff in the playoffs just because these guys are they're so precise, and lag passes really kind of ruin everything. Great defensive play from You Kill Me there. Being able to stick with Lundorf and kind of cut off that bottom side shot. Oof. Yeah, he ends up there a lot, man.
Strong check.
Just Leafy ends up there on that top side of the net with no options. It's happening a lot this game.
There they are
I love
using the javelin.
I love watching the Warbirds. But when the Javelin gets the ball, just fucking swarm him. Just sit right on top of him. It's great. I mean, and that's really just like that's kind of like a neutral zone thing. Like once they get it into the offensive zone, that jab can power through the warbird and then create something off of that. But when you're just trying to carry the ball through the neutral zone, like that's when those warbirds are the most annoying.
Tried to
Great
force it through,
checkpoint.
and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
A little bit of forcing going on. Oh, Doobie had Leafy there. Doesn't take it. Ends up deciding to go with the back to the rotation. Bacon with Leafy. Bacon missing a couple passes. They are able to keep it. Taking it all the way back. This is going to be like a 50-second possession here. I'd love to. That's what I should do. Just start having possession counters on some of these because some of them are like shockingly long. That was pretty good. Doobie was down there against 2 level 1s. They weren't able to do anything with it. Great pass by Leafy to get it to Dewey.
Oh, the level
Tries to
ones
tank
get
the
to
2
him this
level
time.
1s.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean, the Jeff can definitely tank 2 level 1s, but just wasn't able to do it there with the random damage. Sunset maneuver, trying to work the ball through, gets it to Thrill. Quick shot. I like that. They're so good at that, man. Just working the offense with only like half the net or the bottom third of the net, and just some quick passes, opens up an opportunity for him. I think Crazy Penguin played that pretty well, but there might have been like a little bit of a window there if he doesn't hit the post.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to look to be patient, especially when they're coming from the top of the bottom side.
You
It's
can't bite on anything with these guys. Oh, you
second or
can.
third time that they've tried to pull a quick one on him. So
Yeah,
hopefully he doesn't get caught by
definitely.
that one again.
Trying to catch them. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like the strategy, man. There are like two kind of ways that you can play something is, play it patiently and wait for something to open up through your passing, or just take your opportunity as quickly as possible before, the goalies have an opportunity to really get set. And, generally like these goalies are so good that like if you allow them to get into position, they're going to have those angles blocked. So just trying to get a ball in before they get to that point is a really good strategy for scoring goals. I don't know what happened, man. Right around like I think the 4-minute mark, they just kind of stopped trying to score goals.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 straight minutes of not a whole lot going on.
I think both teams are really trying to look for a lane to sort of attack on, but defense has been pretty disciplined so far.
Oh, great pass by Leafy. UKM, I don't think anybody was expecting him to get that throw. Had no momentum to be able to work with the ball, but still a great pass. Mondorf with the room. If you give him those looks, man, he's going to put one of those in for sure. Bacon working the ball with Leafy has UKM looking for the cutting Bacon. I think Bacon might have just been a little bit too fast on that. I think he was trying to hit Bacon up on the top side.
That was a really good look.
Yeah, you hit Bacon there. I don't think there's any way the goalie's beating him to the top post.
Those are just so tough to stop. Like the
Yeah.
offense has to make a mistake there. He has to, come in at the wrong angle and shoot it on low power or something. Otherwise, if he hits that top
Yeah.
post, there's no
Oh
stopping it.
you're not. The goalie's not catching up to that. So are able to to produce an offensive chance here with a minute left. Mega Powers does get the ball back. They're working it in. You kill me cutting. Thought about getting it to Bacon there, but that was a little dangerous. That was a good look off. Do you end up throwing the ball away though? 30 seconds to go in this period. Wondorf working the ball. Great pass off the back of the net. Throw with some moves. Looking to get it high side. Crazy Penguin comes out to challenge him. Cuts off the angle.
It's a great play there, coming out a little
Yeah.
bit, cut off that top angle.
Definitely. Yeah, Grace Penguin is on his game tonight, man. With the shots 9-4, and I think Sunset Maneuver definitely having. I feel like they're having more quality chances. Grace Penguin is definitely keeping them in the game right now. I feel like it's like times like this in the broadcast when like just having like a little bit of music in the background is nice. Like when the game's not going
Yeah.
on. There we go. They heard me. Maybe.
I think they're getting it sorted out with the bongs.
Be interesting to know what any of these teams are talking about in the locker room. I from playing this game as much as I have, I would say like I feel like it's very little. You probably just have like one guy on each side, trying to put a concise statement together, like one statement about something to work on or something to keep going. But the crazy thing is about these games too is that like all the work's already done, like more or
Yeah.
less. Outside of playing the game itself, like all the work is done. Like you get through the regular season, you get to the playoffs, like you play the way that you play at that point.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to adjust anything. So, if you did your job in the regular season and you built that chemistry and you did everything that you needed to do to be able to be successful in the playoff, then it should like come to you while you're in the playoffs. But like, if you're not doing that stuff in the regular season, it's really hard to make adjustments on the fly in the playoffs and really get it to work.
I 100% agree. This last minute adjustments are need to be practiced beforehand. Trying to pull off against a team that's that's so good at what they do, and you trying to sort of counter that in some way, shape, or form is always a difficult task.
Yeah, I think like a big thing too is that like if you're doing something to take the enemy team out of their comfort zone by making a change, if that change is also taking you out of your comfort zone, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Here we go. We start up the third period, tied at 1 goal. Doobie working the ball in, looking for Bacon. That's going to be a tough pass to connect. Burrell ends up getting it, ends up taking it all the way in on his own. Tries to take advantage of you killing me there, though. Was not having it.
Go using that speed, see if they can get something open.
Yeah. I mean, he ends up there a lot, man. I've been saying it all game, but Leafy ends up being able to get the reset there. Not sure if that was a tank there on Doobie. They did do a reset, but that is definitely a lag goal.
Yeah, that went through the entire team.
Many people. It went through many people.
Through the wall, through the glass, through a couple of the people in the crowd.
Right. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of lag. I've definitely seen worse games, so it's not too bad. Doobie tries to take. I don't know. Seeing some weird stuff. I just saw African Panda take some shots there. No reaction. No kind of lagger message or anything like that. Oof. Throw narrowly avoids that check there. Ends up trying to take it up. UKM gets one, but Londorf comes through and gets the check. Wow.
It's the puddle in the top of the crease that just is stifling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
I
like
didn't know we had. Nobody told me we had bad ice conditions for this game.
They're just struggling with all the traffic in the middle of the crease. It's just so difficult to use that
It's
top
probably
end of the
beating
net.
it up, man. That's a very good point. They're definitely beating up that ice in front of the crease.
Oh yeah.
One thing I would say is that, like, I think having the double warbird specifically in this position, like late in this game, is just so good because if they're able to play defensively really well with those two warbirds, the reaction time that you get on plays with the two warbirds, like you're able to create something that other teams wouldn't be able to. So I feel like having that is definitely going to be a difference maker for me in a lot of these scenarios. And not everybody can do the double warbird, and it doesn't necessarily work for everybody. Like, it's not easy to do. Image with some room.
Really requires you to have some disciplined teammates in a lot of cases, just because you really need those level 2, even level 3 bullets behind you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to be playing super smart behind you.
Yeah.
With the double warbird for sure. Doobie with a shot there. I think post is all he had to shoot at. I think Super Dan was kind of all over that. But he does
I don't
get
think
an
I had any
opportunity.
daylight.
I don't think so. Oh man, those warbirds. Doobie coming through. Really nice play. Really, really nice play. Doobie gets the defense to bite as though he's trying to force the pass to the warbird. Ends up taking it in, catches the edge of the warbird's procs and the kind of like the crossing maneuver. Super Dan did a great job not biting on that and staying in position. It's definitely something different between the teams. Like I think you're going to see Doobie offensively kind of try to like stay in his zones, like where he wants to be able to do stuff with the ball. And I think you're going to see Image kind of work out and try to support the ball a little bit more than Doobie does offensively.
Had a good look there with the passive Tomp. Just came a little bit too late.
Yeah, it definitely did. Great pass. That was like right on the edge of the procs. Just scanning the defense for a hole, man.
Yeah, Thrill did a great job there. Super subtle, but didn't allow him to get that pass around to Leafy.
Yeah, and like, trying to go through him. Londorf definitely hit the procs button on that one, man. That was nuts. That thing jumped to his ship. Leafy trying to create something on that last play, man. Just trying to ball kill Thrill. Really slow, really methodical now. Dude, he's got to be running out of time. Wow. How does he get through?
Oh, cheeky.
Almost cheeked it in, man. Sees a little bit of daylight in the defense. I mean, I think there were like 3 or 4 bullets that missed his ship on his way in. And doesn't really, not even really create anything, but that ass shot could catch people off guard, man.
If this is a real rink, it would literally be a valley. There'd be a valley in the ice. You'd be skating downhill if you went from the edge of the arena to the center. There's just so much traffic in the middle on both sides. It is so
Yeah,
difficult to go
definitely,
around.
man. Yeah. There's yeah, it's unbelievable. Everything's happening in the at center ice right now. I don't know if both teams are afraid of making a mistake. I think one thing that is going on right now is that I think I'm seeing Sunset Maneuver put on like a little bit more of a press here.
Yeah, they're really pinching in the neutral zone and getting
Yeah,
good lunges.
I think they're making it really tough there. Great check by Cocaine there, taking Thrill out of the play before he was able to create anything. I don't think anything was open for Thrill at the moment, so he's kind of hoping he had another second or two, and Cocaine took that away. But yeah, I think this is kind of feels like this is Sunset's game here. Slow, methodical play. You're not seeing big moves by Mega Powers as far as like big moves through the neutral zone, except for a couple. You had a couple, but they didn't really result in great chances. They resulted in some in kind of chances, but um, with Mega Power slowing the ball down a little bit, I think that's more in Sunset Maneuver's wheelhouse. I think that might be what's allowing them to kind of like put on this press in the neutral zone, and make it really, really difficult for Mega Powers to do anything.
Yeah, you'd expect with the double orbiter that they'd use that speed a bit more and be more of aggressive
You would think so, right?
on the offensive zone, but they've been patient, trying to work a way in,
And that
um,
might be the worst way to
yeah,
do it. Yeah,
yeah, sort of neutralizes a bit of the speed of the warbird if
a little bit, right?
there's not as much ground to cover.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are good enough that if there's an opening, they'll definitely take it. So they're just having a little harder of a time getting into the offensive zone, though. Wondorf working the ball in, had some room there. Big lag pass here.
Yeah, I looked phased the whole way.
For sticking with the Thrill, making him make his own call. Either one negates the goal. Yeah, I mean, I saw Londorf down there, and he was definitely going to be looking for that pass, but I don't think it was open at all. I
Yeah,
think maybe against a different team with different players, Londorf might be able to bait one of those guys into a defensive crease on that pass, but not happening against Mega Powers. Good face-off win there.
yeah,
Thought they
good
might
little
be able to.
scrum off the face off.
Yeah, I thought they might be able to create something right off that face-off, but they were unable to do it. Leafy working the ball in, getting really close to these defenders with
Yeah,
the ball. Did see a lagger message on image there. I'm not sure what that's about. Great coverage there by Crazed Penguin. The play was felt like the defense was really kind of breaking down. They were having a trouble like covering everybody. Crazed Penguin picks up the play though. Sticks with it the whole way. Makes it look easy. 2 minutes now. Sunset Maneuver fighting for their playoff lives right now. Mega Powers trying to wrap up this series and not try to see these guys in game 3.
yeah, this is turning to a do or die situation for other teams,
It is, man. I think
especially Mega Powers being an
Thrill with
offensive
room
team.
here.
Yeah,
Cocaine uses every nanometer of the
that's a
Leviathan procs on that, man.
great defensive play of covering that
Yeah.
image.
I just doing it in a Leviathan is
Yeah,
is 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 fantastic. Because if you're able to make plays like that consistently on Leviathan, you're kind of negating one of the biggest weaknesses of that ship, and then you get all the benefits of it too, but just being an absolute fucking tank. Doobie working the ball here. Finds you kill me on the bottom side. Tries to sneak it in. Close to him. Shot was kind of a prayer, but
Yeah, I don't think there was any opening there. That was completely covered, but it was a
African
good try
Panda
for what they had.
risky maneuver. Another risky maneuver. Doobie betting his life that Thrill dies to those bullets. Otherwise Thrill just flies right through and picks that ball up. African Panda, great defensive play. Picks it off, 7 seconds. Londorf looking for that ball to try to end this in regulation and get to game 3. Missed the pass to him, though. That was a keyboard breaker, man.
Yep.
I don't know how much rage Londorf has during games. I feel like more than the average player. That could have been a keyboard breaker. I don't know.
Yeah, there definitely was a good opportunity there for him to get something going, but he had plenty of space and
He had a lot of options. He had a lot of options if he got that ball
could
there.
have been the game winner if they connect to Londorf, but they'll have to see if they can sink it in overtime here.
It's all open now, man. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll BRB.
Maybe it's time for you to take the stake to find out how I am. Yeah. Right now, yeah. The harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. I smell something burning. Yeah. I can feel something bubbling. Am I right? Yeah.
Bubbling and brewing for you, Hulk Hogan.
Thank you, the Macho Man. Randy Savage, he is one of a kind. Let's get you back inside the ring.
Step into a Slim Jim. Turn to the spade. That baby juicy taste. Yeah.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back.
All right. 15 seconds. We're going into period 4. Tied 1-1. I was a little late getting to the game today because I wanted to buy some brews so I could drink while I'm doing this, and I've only had like 3/4 of a beer. I've just been like so into this game. I'm not doing anything else. Can't even think about anything else. There's so many. It's just like it's so fun watching these two teams play because there's just so many little things that they do that you pick up on, and all this all this subtle stuff that they do. It's really cool to watch. It's really interesting.
I'm learning a couple things to take to beer league,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch this stuff. It's so funny too, man, because you watch the way these guys play, and obviously they're all like individually really good. But the big thing is the fact that they are doing it together. All 5 people are on the same page. They know what to expect from each other, and that's what makes it so good. So if you just watch these games and then try to be like, oh, I'm gonna steal that, I'm gonna try this out, like shit's not gonna work out for you, because you need. I mean, that's what makes the game great. Is you need all 5 people. 6 with the goalie. He's got his own job too. You kill me with a lacquer message there. That's going to turn this around. But yeah, you need everybody on your team trying to do the same thing at the same time. Know what to expect from each other. Be consistent. And that's what really opens up play like this, where you just see kind of seamless chemistry between these guys. Just knowing where people are going to be and what plays they can make. It's pretty amazing. Oh, Roy Kent whiffing on that.
Yeah. Shaky fingers.
Right. I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah.
It's probably like eating a hamburger or something. I don't know if that guy gets. I'm not sure if that guy gets nervous or not. But it's like he's definitely doing something else on that play. He probably shouldn't have been. Throw misses that back check. Bacon has room.
Yeah.
Looks to try to get it in between the goalie and the defender.
It's another great play by Steve there, cutting off that
Yeah,
angle.
perfect. Literally played perfectly. You know, no chance to the high side throughout the whole time that Bacon had that ball. Steve just keeps right there. Is Throw going for an ass shot there? Because he had nothing high.
I
I
didn't see
feel
it.
like if
I'll tab for a second. I noticed that they were
oh
going towards the goal, but I didn't get to see
yeah,
that
all
one.
right. No, you would have had to see it to see what I saw. UKM with the ball there tries to bounce it off the wall. You know, it's funny, man. These guys have played this game for 25 years. Every once in a while, you still see them get confused by the boards. It's tough over there, man.
Yeah.
The corners are
You don't know
tough.
which one. There's three of them, and they all can react differently.
Well, and you know, you could have an expectation of where the ball's going to hit, and sometimes it just hits in a really goofy way that, you know, has a really low percentage chance of happening. African Panda, good grab there. Both of these teams feel a little dangerous right now. Sunset definitely feels dangerous on these possessions. Kind of a cool play there. Thrill dodges the pass to allow it to go back to Whitmer. And Whitmer keeps his cool with two warbirds in his face,
Yeah,
man.
they were stalking him. They were
They
waiting
were
for him to
right on him. Just waiting for a mistake, man.
a little boost and got some checks in your face.
Yup. Great check. Leafy sniffs out the play. He has Bacon bottom side. Spiders are a little too fast getting back. He's not going to be able to get that pass off. Super smart. Noticing he doesn't have the play. The play's not there. Cycles the ball back to keep possession. You know, not necessary to force that for sure.
You'd think O'Kane's a goalie there, but the way that he was didn't want to cross that blue line.
keep
He's like,
passing it back to him.
stay in defensive zone.
He does not want to touch the ball right now. Big play there. Oh no. I was gonna say big play. They got Blue Goku to bite on that. Ends up getting him out of position. He actually died, and that goofy thing happened where he died into the boards and almost got like, it feels like he gets stuck on the boards, like you're like literally pixel to pixel on the board. I thought they could have, if they were to keep possession there, they could have had a good offensive chance with him out of the play. Working the ball in high. Gets it back to the center. Really nothing going. Trying to, yeah. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, like that pass between the Jav and the Weasel is something that they're really going to have to be able to utilize offensively here because there is not a lot that's open. And being able to have those two ships passing back and forth to each other could possibly open something up offensively for Sunset Maneuver. It's definitely a tool that Mega Powers does not have in this game with only the one-shot power ship. Feel like that lagged everybody.
Yeah, looked like the.
Oh, smart play by Bacon there, keeping that ball out of Image's hands. UKM keeps going top side like that, trying to pull Sunset Maneuver out of position to open something up in transition. It's just not working. He's almost like kind of taking himself out of the play. Oh, comes forward.
That's a
Feeling
great
like a
opportunity
hero.
here. Just waiting for him to wrecking ball through everybody, but
I,
he decides to do a
I
bit more passing.
honestly, I really thought that was going to happen. I really, really thought we were going to see some cocaine heroics. Decide to try to pass back, passing the ball backwards. I don't know if is in cocaine's wheelhouse offensively, so it doesn't work out for him. Seeing a lot of methodic movement still. Throw finds a little bit of space between the warbirds. Just buys them, 4 inches. Throw with room. Just looking to toss it up, man. Just trying to take a shot to remember what it feels like to take a shot.
Yeah. And cocaine's been there all game. He has not
Yeah.
allowed any of that.
Yeah. None of
top
that's
push
open.
shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely not playing over aggressively in the Leviathan at all. Just using it really, really effectively defensively. Wow.
Oh, super procs there.
Yeah, I feel like what we're watching right now is literally the same thing we were watching for like 2 straight periods. It's just like on repeat. It's just like the same plays on repeat. Londorf with space. Oh my God! How does cocaine procs that? Literally perfectly in position there.
Huge.
Londorf ends up connecting with Image on the pass towards the bottom side. I really thought Image just had a tap-in goal there, but cocaine right on top of him. With some room here, Londorf with the ball, has Thrill, decides to try to sneak it bottom side. Crazy Penguin on top of it again.
That was
Guy's
great
having a
save.
fantastic game. It's a really, really good game. Working it in, seeing a little bit of room bottom side, but it's fake. Great play there. Able to get Image out of position. Can they take advantage of it? No. Just like it's like one thing I'm looking at. Every once in a while they're able to get Image to kind of bite on a play, get him out of position, and throw with some room. Looking to go bottom side. Very in the crease right here.
Yeah, looked like he was baiting
Maybe
that one into the goal.
if he was ready and was already lined up, I think he could have put that in without creasing it.
Yeah, I
But
think he just came in with a
basically,
bit too much speed, right?
he just wasn't in a great position to be able to receive that pass when it came through. He just didn't have the rotation. You could tell how tense everybody is when you're seeing this much argument, this many blue messages after like a very, very obvious crease call.
Yeah,
Like,
well, it started with a troll comment, and then it set the whole blue
yeah,
brigade into
it's
full effect.
tense out there, man. Like, like just watching this game, imagining what it's like to be in it. I'm sure it's times 100 for the guys that are actually in it. Bacon misses Leafy. Could have been a 2-on-1 there against Steve. That's what worked out for their 1 goal this game. Not an easy pass, though. Definitely kind of had to hit the edge of his procs. Throw with a great defensive play. Image ends up getting it. Gets it back to Thrill. They have a little bit of room to work here. Warbirds are back. The window has closed. Very slow moving. Ends up getting some room here. Leafy's still a little bit out of position. Ondorf having a hard time making a decision. Ends up getting it to African Panda. He had some daylight, man. Definitely had some daylight there on the bottom side. Unable to finish it. Londor so patient there with the ball. Like that's the thing too, man. Like you give him time. He did it. No, he didn't. Oh my god. Did you feel like that was going in? Okay, you don't have an opinion. It's all right. As soon as I left his ship, I was like, top post banger, man. Top post banger. Leafy with another chance here.
Oh, yeah,
Gets him to bite.
looks down, looks up, and that is
Super
as clean
damn
as can
bites
be.
on it. Tough, man. Really tough. Only takes one play.
You just can't give a warbird like that so much space.
I don't
It's just
know.
so hard to stop as a goalie.
I mean, I think Leafy had one chance in the second period, one chance in the third period, and he just gave him 2 chances in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, tough game. I thought Sunset Maneuver came out, looked pretty fantastic in the first period. Mega Powers definitely had some issues offensively. They ended up settling down. Ended up getting those double warbirds going on. Yeah, definitely in. Getting those double warbirds going, really able to stifle the Sunset Maneuvers offense and gets the game-winning goal in the fourth period of the game. Very late. Thought we were headed into another period.
Yeah, that was great stuff by
That was
Mega Powers there.
24 seconds left, right?
I didn't see the
20
time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm just judging from trying to do some math here. 48 would be 4 periods. Yeah, 24 seconds remaining in the first overtime, fourth period of the game. Leafy, 2 goals tonight. 2 goals, 24 steals, 18 turnovers. Literally just a disgusting amount of puck time. I don't even understand how one player could have that much.
He was trying to set records today.
It's insane. This is insane amount of puck time. Yeah, I mean, almost 7 minutes, almost 7 full minutes of puck time. He's my MVP of the game. My MVP. I don't know. The series is tough, and Chris Penguin really, really kept them in this game.
Yeah, he did a great job in net. There were a couple of tough ones that
Yeah.
he sort of got to, especially later in the game. I think it was this one here that had a chance to go in. But
Yeah.
I think if he shot a little bit higher, probably would have been a bit less power, and I think he would have got to it. So
I think so too. It wasn't necessarily just the shot selection there. I think it was the whole movement of the shot and the positioning that he was in. But still a really good chance. A really good chance to get picked up by Londorf. Somehow gets him to bite on that.
Yeah, I think it was just misplay too, because I think the spider was there on the fade. It wouldn't have been strong enough for him to actually go in, but
No,
I
it
think
wouldn't have.
he hesitated a bit there.
He
Yeah,
did. He
yeah,
bit.
that's unfortunate.
He bit,
That
man.
is unfortunate.
Yeah, he had the defensive coverage on the bottom side. There's no reason for him to think that thing's going to come through. But I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, these games are so fucking close, and it just takes one play, and it's not just one play. It's a fraction of a second of one play where you're just like, oh, I don't know, and you say I don't know for a second, and the ball's in your net, and the series is over, and you're done for the season. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Sunset Maneuver had a fantastic season, but playoffs is full of a lot of good teams, and some of them got to go home. And unfortunately, they are number 2
And
to
some
be
teams have been
eliminated.
home.
What's that?
I said some teams have been home the entire playoffs. So now
Oh
they get to
yeah,
join us. We get to kick back,
same.
have some beers, and watch the rest of the teams play. So
Yeah, if they want to hang out with us, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're beneath them or not. Um, but yeah, actually, I mean, my team still has games to play, so our season technically did not end yet.
You guys have Admirals, right? Is
And we
Admirals?
get to play Admiral.
Yeah. That's best of luck to you guys finding that
So
that Sunday window.
our season's still going. Okay,
Yeah.
like we're still alive. Might not be competing for the same things.
Still prepping for the next game.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer. I think the Sunset guys might want to do media tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how they feel. Maybe we could definitely get a Mega Powers guy here. They're fucking rock hard right now.
Do we have any in CPs here? I think that's it for Mega Powers.
I saw a Doobie. I see a Leafy. I see a. Oh, you're not in pub.
I was saying like I was saying in the audience, yeah.
Oh,
Like
in the
listening right now.
oh, we could get one of these guys to walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't know if I expected the series to go 2-0, but I mean both games were extremely close. So I mean Sunset Maneuver not being able to take a game to force it to 3, I don't think takes anything away from how competitive that series was. Just came up short 2 games in a row. It's only a best of 3, so that's it.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see these next games as well with Misfits and Hamburger Hill and Creasers and Mega Powers and seeing all
Oh
that.
no,
all
it's
that as well.
gonna be gonna be amazing.
Gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun to watch. Watching all these teams, everything that's gonna come out of it.
I do think Creasers is gonna pick Hamburger Hill.
Okay, that's your
I'm gonna
call.
go ahead and stamp that, make that prediction now. I do think so.
I guess. I mean, I could see why they would pick them, but I don't think there's any reason to pick one team over the other. I think Hamburger Hill is definitely very capable. I think like when you start breaking it down, I guess Hamburger Hill has less Hall of Fame players. But I'm not even sure of that. They probably don't. They have a great goalie, great goal scoring. Zeppelin is a fucking amazing in the playoffs, man. That guy is like super clutch. So I don't know. I can see why why you would say that they would pick a certain team, but I think like once you start breaking it down, I think you can flip a coin, honestly.
I'm
Mega
curious to
Powers.
see too, like an offensive Leviathan and Xanaz and how that sort of shapes the game. Because I mean, it seemed like Mega Powers were playing pretty heavy in the crease.
Yeah,
And it'd be interesting to see, a player like
a
Xanaz sort
very,
of,
very good point.
bully and have some chaos in there, and seeing how sort of a goal like CP would react to it. Yeah, those I find those are probably the toughest, right? It's just so many things are going on. You don't know who's going to prox the puck. You don't know what's going to open up, and
Well,
sort of
yeah,
you have to sit there and sort of be ready to react at any moment.
I think so, and I think that like Sunset is way more structured as far as the way that their offense is concerned. Creasers is definitely a little bit more open, and they kind of allow the plays to develop on their own, which can sometimes result in some crazy shit happening. They're definitely one of the better teams in the league at creating something out of a dead play or creating something from, like the ball carrier dies. They're really good at creating plays off of some chaos. So that's definitely a wrinkle in Creaser's game that you definitely did not see in this series. And if these guys played each other 10 games in a row, you still wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see any stuff like that. So that's yeah. I mean, that's why it's so exciting because I could sit here and look at these teams, you know, all day and not be able to be like, okay, this team's definitely the favorite. I can't pick one. I think all these teams are bringing something to the table, and it's all a little bit different, and they're all doing everything extremely well. They all have their weaknesses. They all have their strengths. It's going to be really exciting.
That's very true.
Let me double check. I've been ignoring the anybody with their hand up. Oh, I see a hand up.
Yes, hello. I'm here for the media session.
There he is. How do you feel like that game went?
It wasn't the most comfortable win I've ever been a part of. Felt like things got a little nervy on both sides as the game went on, but we found a way to get it done.
Did you expect it not to be nervy with those two teams playing against each other?
If we got, if you asked me before the game, I would have said yes if we got to that situation. But if one of the teams had a lead going into the end, it would have played out a lot differently. We seen one team getting desperate, so it would have been a lot more open.
Definitely would have been. I think, one of the observations that I kind of made. Let's see how you feel about this, but I felt like you guys were moving the puck a lot better in the first two periods, and it kind of felt like in the third period and kind of in the overtime too, that you tried to slow it down a little bit. But I felt like slowing it down, which like I realize that this is like it's relative because you guys play slower than Creasers does, obviously. But I just kind of felt like you guys had slowed the game down a little bit, which kind of took away your advantage with the Warbirds and kind of led to you guys not being able to create as many offensive chances because of that.
I would say we were wanting to make a conscious effort to slow it down in terms of we just wanted to hold the ball more. And I think unintentionally people were playing a little tentatively because they were like, maybe over focused on that a little bit. And obviously nobody wants to make a mistake in a tied game, third period or overtime with the series on the line, right? So I think it was just like understandably people were a little nervy, played a little more tentative than we wanted to. We definitely wanted to slow it down, but not, we were playing a little choppy and didn't have a lot of flow for parts of it.
Got it. Rez, do you have any questions? I don't want to like.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
like
toss out one question. What do you think was the biggest difference maker? If you could pick one thing from this game that you thought sort of separated you from Sunset Maneuver, what one thing would you pick in this game that was sort of
Okay,
brought you to the
I'll just point out that last year I played against Thrill on the Mega Powers, and this year I played on Mega Powers against Thrill and 2-0. So you can draw your own conclusion.
Wait a minute. I didn't catch that. Am I stupid?
Last
What
year,
team was Thrill on?
Round one of the playoffs last year, Thrill was on Mega Powers. I played against them. Won that series.
So you beat. I got it. I'm sorry. I wasn't around last season. Had to put it together.
They swapped teams with them and beat them both times.
Had to throw out the shit talk to Thrill. I like it.
There's zero chance he ever hears it here, but oh well.
Yeah, right. He's very little chance. I mean, maybe he'll watch the replay of this. He's definitely not waiting 15, 20 minutes into the post game. So I think
he's not
safe,
even engaging on Discord unless someone clips it and DMs it to him. He's not gonna hear it.
You might have just ensured that happening, though. You might have just done it. I mean, I have some difference makers. I mean, I think overall, and this is just like it's so funny because like when you talk about like these two teams and really just any of the teams left in the playoffs, like when you say like one person was a difference maker, it's kind of like taking for granted that every other guy on the team is doing their job and doing it really well, right? Because like everybody's doing all of this stuff, every possession, all of these defensive coverages are just so amazing, and offensively, everybody's just like supporting each other and opening up so much stuff. But I would say like for you guys, I thought Penguin definitely played great. I thought he played pretty good in the first game. Second game, there were definitely some chances there where, Lawn Dwarf or Thrill were trying to pick their spots. and definitely like African Panda late game. And he stood up and he read everything. He literally read everything.
Yeah,
It was pretty
CP's played
incredible.
great for us. Cocaine too, honestly. Like
Yeah.
he switched to the Leviathan for playoffs. Played Spoder all season, and he's been locking it down. And for the record, that was a decision he made. We didn't force a ship change. He wanted to try it, thought it might gel with our playstyle a little better, and he's been lights out too. Definitely shout out to both of them.
Yeah. I mean, my next question was just going to be to ask about that. He looks great, and honestly, is like kind of playing the Leviathan defensively, in um, like a meteored way. Like he's not going crazy. He's covering all of his angles correctly. Using the Leviathan to get the kills when he wants to use that part of the ship. But overall, like it looks great. Like, he's playing great. I was kind of shocked to see it. I didn't know what to expect, but I don't know. It's kind of changing my mind a little bit on if the Levi can be played defensively really well. Honestly, I kind of
Yeah.
considered that that era to be over.
He's still got his strengths, I think Spider classes it in a lot of ways, but obviously the checking power when you use it well and don't just dump all your energy constantly can be a big help, especially if you're facing a Jav.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the Jav could definitely take advantage of a Spider, and I think that I don't know if that necessarily like negates Image in the series, but it definitely makes his life harder. Where maybe he could have taken advantage of a Spider a little bit more, and
Yeah,
just
I
didn't have that option.
definitely wouldn't say Image was negated. He was a big factor the whole time, but it definitely takes
Yeah,
away some of his options, right? So
exactly.
he's less likely to even look for the ball kill, and it makes their offense a little more predictable for us to play against
Yeah,
defensively.
or just trying to force the ball through. Trying to take a shot from a Spider. You're definitely not going to do that against Leviathan. I just like to preface some of the stuff that I say so I don't wake up tomorrow with like somebody spamming like cocaine shuts down Image for the series according to Revo.
Yeah, but his place down the levee was like an absolute dream for any goalie. Like his position
Yeah,
was impeccable. His checks were on point. Just yeah, I can imagine it just made CP's job a bit more comfortable in what was already an uncomfortable situation. So huge shout out to him. That's not easy in the levee either.
Yeah, I
definitely.
mean, you could definitely like switching ships last second is a risk. I think the other team took that risk in game one, and it bit them a little bit. But Cocaine is, even though he came into the season, hadn't played in quite a while, doesn't really practice. He's just a intelligent player, plays the right way.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he looked great. The ship change stuff on the Sunset side is definitely if we were able to get a rep from them, I mean that would be something I would really like to ask about. Just because had a lot of ship changes throughout the season. Um, you know, I thought they were set, and I felt like they had their best lineup. I thought having Thrill on the Warbird, African Panda, and the Spider was the best look that they had. But they did try to take African Panda in the Warbird into the playoffs, and uh, just a lot of ship changing. At some point, you just have to decide, right?
Yeah, I think they maybe fell a little trapped to like I would say on paper, if, with their lineup, if I had to pick their ships for them going into the season, that's I think what most people would pick. Obviously, AP played Warbird for years; he's great at it. Thrill, same thing with Spider, but it just or if they were getting practice reps, maybe you could change it, but they're pretty inactive, so you're just running the risk of their game getting sloppy due to rust and stuff. And I think that kind of happened a little bit, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We definitely considered some ship changes going into the playoffs because I think there's definitely some suboptimal stuff going on with our lineup in terms of who's in one ship, but definitely did not feel worth it. We've got some stuff we might pull out if we get into a dire situation later on, but it's what got us here, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we kind of talked about that. Uh, like during the game, where you kind of do, you know, 90 to 95% of the work is done during the season. Like obviously, you still have to play the games in the playoffs, and you still have to execute, and you still have to, do everything. But all that chemistry, all that practice, and a lot of the practice is game practice. You're not necessarily getting practice outside of games. So the stuff that you're building in games is what you're going to take into the playoffs. So making adjustments that you think would be better against an enemy team are great, but if they're taking you out of your comfort zone and in an effort to take them out of their comfort zone, then I think the change fails. You got to have, if you're going to make a change, like it has to be good. It has to be right. It's very risky to just be doing a bunch of wild chip changes. The cocaine one definitely worked out. I think it was great. Super smart by him to do it.
Yeah. And again, that wasn't completely changed the game plan. That was his personal decision on just what he felt comfortable with, and he
Yeah.
obviously knew what would work for him. And obviously, on the D-man is a little different in terms of like ship mattering in terms of chemistry and moving the ball around and stuff, right? It's just like what you're comfortable
Whatever,
with probably matters more.
Yeah, if he said Jav, it could have been the same thing. It's not necessarily, it's not changing a lot for everybody else's game plan. He's kind of back there on an island a lot of the time.
Yeah, but the other four guys, it's a little different.
Yeah,
That said, Joss Man and Linux are gonna have to watch it when we play 3 Warbirds and I'm in the Weasel, because they're gonna get fucked.
Okay. Are they here?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Is there a team you're looking forward to playing more than the other? Like, would you rather play Creasers or Misfits? Not even just like because you think you could win, but just it would be more of a fun matchup.
I don't think so, really. They're obviously very different teams. They have
You don't want to
different
shit on
strengths.
Bio.
I mean, it might be satisfying, but also, beating Linux in the playoffs automatically gives you cred, so
That is true.
enjoyable to do that for 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah, I think if you're able to take down a top tier goalie, I know, yeah, I mean Craze Pegman's getting up there, man. He's definitely he's in that equation for me for sure.
Yeah, he's been lights out for us for a while. That's great. That's one thing that makes you play a lot looser and more confidently when you're not worried about your back end.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it can be devastating if your back end is failing you. It's going to make you second guess a lot of your decisions. Yeah, I just thought some other shout outs in the series. Like I thought Doobie came up huge for you guys in game 1. Just kind of using that, like just being in the right place at the right time. Ends up getting 2 goals for you guys to help you out in that game. And I think Leafy, I thought he had an amazing series. That guy looked about as locked in as I think I've ever seen him. He looked great. I mean, you guys had a little bit of offensive struggle. I think a little bit of that is on him, as far as like trying to figure out a way to like penetrate the defense of Sunset Maneuver. But I mean, defensively, he was amazing. 3 goals in the series, game winner in both games.
Absolutely.
Looked really, really, really good.
Yeah, no, if I had to pick a star of the series, it'd be Leaf.
Yeah.
He had some, clutch moments at both ends of the ice. Obviously, most of our possession game runs through him. If he's not on with the possession game, we're going to have a lot of trouble.
Well, yeah, he had 7 minutes of ball time tonight.
6:27 or something like that, close to 7 minutes. Yeah, he was.
It is closer. It is closer to 7. I forget.
Control.
Yeah, 6:47 or something like that. Yeah, almost 7 minutes of ball time. So yeah, if he's not on, then you guys just don't work. But yeah, I mean, even defensively, I felt like he eliminated a lot of options from guys like Thrill and Londorf.
Oh, for sure. He had some game savers in the first game.
He definitely did. And, being able to take that part away from their game, forcing them to do it as a team and taking away like some of the individual stuff that they like to do, definitely hurt Sunset Maneuver a lot. Especially when you didn't feel like their offense was clicking 100% the way that it can with guys like that on it. So
yeah, I would say I think they played pretty well though. They were whipping it around tonight, and honestly, there were a few plays that
Tonight they look good,
if it was
man.
like a tile different, right? They had a bunch of crease goals, a nice cross crease pass that phased. If it was just a little bit different, that could have easily been their game. So
I'll be
credit
honest,
to them,
Stan.
they played well.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off if I did. I felt like Sunset was going to win. I thought this was Sunset's game. It kind of felt like it was going in that direction. The overtime and the third period were like kind of their style. Felt like they were getting really comfortable, and they felt dangerous with the ball, like really dangerous with the ball offensively. I thought Londorf was gonna find an opening and hit a teammate, and he almost did a couple times. But I think right before you guys ended up scoring the game-winning goal, Cocaine made like 2 or 3 amazing defensive plays, just
Oh yeah,
absolutely in the right play, like
that's
the
what I
right
mean.
place at the right time.
They were playing well. I didn't really feel too scared because we were playing really well defensively, but they definitely were controlling the game more towards the end of the game. I think they definitely figured out a more effective way to pressure our possession game, and that's also
Yes.
part of why we were having trouble moving the puck around, and that changed the
Yeah.
complexion of the game a lot. So we definitely had a couple chances that were definitely against the run and play when Leaf hit the post and when he scored. Good to take advantage of it, but yeah, they were playing their game and they were playing it well. We're fortunate that they couldn't quite find a way to get it through.
Yeah. I mean, it was unfortunate for them. I mean, I just, we kind of talked about it a little bit, where it just kind of felt like in the third period and definitely into the overtime. I mean, they were like putting a lot of pressure on you guys, starting in your own end into the neutral zone. You're having a really tough time moving the ball forward, and I was kind of like trying to figure out exactly why. But I mean, it could just be, just a decision on their part, and just sort of noticing, hey, we can do this. Like, we could definitely pressure these guys with the way that they're playing.
Yeah, they were
So
just they didn't step and get very aggressive, but they were just playing more aggressively, right? They were just taking away more
yeah,
space and just
that,
making us make not giving us easy ways to whip the ball around. Like we had to actually make plays, make cuts, and do it correctly. And obviously, when we were playing a little bit tentative and that wasn't happening, it just kind of caused us to break down a little bit.
definitely. But I mean, that's the smart way to do it. I mean, you don't want to send all your guys on lunges. You just want to pressure, plug passing lanes, make the play as difficult as possible. And the harder you make it, the more that the enemy team is going to start making mistakes.
The other thing
Giving you
too, you'll
chances.
notice is although we play 2 warbirds, so obviously we've got that high-end breakaway speed. If we can create a 2-on-1 or something, they have a way more reactive ship lineup with 2 spiders, a warbird, a weasel. Other than the Jav, all their ships have high acceleration, so they can pressure without getting caught due to momentum. They can correct. It's a lot easier to be aggressive with those types of ships versus a Jav, a Terrier, a Leviathan. Much more
Definitely.
you get your momentum going and you're committed.
Definitely. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. I don't know if we're going to get. I keep forgetting to check Discord. No hands up. I don't know if we're going to get anybody from Sunset Maneuver tonight. Understandable. Tough series loss. If they feel like making a release to the media, I guess that can happen tomorrow on Discord.
Well, I'm sure somebody will be trying to grill him, so. Anyways, I gotta go. Getting a little late.
Thank you so much for coming on. That was a lot of fun talking.
Yeah.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
Definitely.
Makes
Yeah,
a
great job
much
in the
better experience
series.
for everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Night.
All right. Well, I'm ready to wrap it up. I think you're already playing some Scrim right now. So
Yeah, I'm in here. Yeah, doing my
it's all
best to float around.
it's all good, man. Thank you so much for hopping on and doing this with me. This was a lot of fun. I think this is the first time we've ever done it together. Um, hopefully you had an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, it was
Um,
awesome. I really enjoyed it.
sometimes I start talking and I don't stop. I understand that. I try. So if I stepped on you a little bit, I apologize.
No,
Um,
it was. I thought everything flowed smoothly. So
okay,
yeah,
good.
for sure.
Yeah. So congratulations to Mega Powers taking down Sunset Maneuver. Hall of Famer studded lineup going into the second round. So right now, we have Creasers, Misfits, Mega Powers, and Hamburger Hill. Matchups are left undecided until Violence decides who he wants to face in the second round. And thanks to everybody that listened. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said before, if you have any issues to anything I said, you want to talk about anything that happened in the commentary, always open to talk in-game, on Discord, private message, whatever. But yeah, thank you to everybody, and I hope you have a good night.
I hope Vile loses next round.
Let's sneak it in there.